Kevin, is van life all it's made out to be? Yeah, it is. But the thing is that's never shown is the struggles, I guess. I don't really have struggles, but yet at least. But there's been some issues. My build's held up really, really well, but I have a leak today. So we'll get into that. Fortunately, it's nothing from my doing of the roof, like not from cutting holes and putting max air fans in the roof. It's actually a manufacturer defect. Ram ProMaster does a horrible job putting seals up on the roof. I didn't know it was an issue. But when I did my roof rack, I was like, those are questionable. I hope those don't leak. I should probably do them, and I never did. Well, paid the price a little bit right now. It rained. Mind you, I've been on the road for a month, and it's rained quite a bit. Never had a leak until today. And it's right here, right past the sliding door. There's a seam up there, and it's just slightly dripping in. The insulation's still dry, which is good. I just have wires, so I stuffed a towel up here to catch any bit of water drops. And the towel's still dry. I mean, there's a little moisture up here. I'll flip this around afterwards. I just want to protect my outlets and my switches. I guess this is a big issue. Never knew that. Should have done more of my homework and done these over before getting on the road myself, because now that's my mission for tomorrow. But it's a little late in the day. That was supposed to be the last of the rain, so I think we'll be okay for the night. Just keep an eye on it. But yeah, I mean, how can you be mad with a camp view like this? Well, good morning. It's a little chilly out this morning. I think it's 40 degrees. It's not too bad, but I don't know. I woke up cold, so I threw the puffy on. But man, look at that view right out my window. Well, today's mission is to go down to the hardware store. So that's where we're headed. And we'll go seal the living daylights out of this here van, so we don't ever have a leak again in the rain. We are on the road. Into Leadville, Colorado we go to go get this roof sealed up, so we don't have to deal with any more leaks. Welcome to Leadville, Colorado. Leadville is cool because it's actually the tallest town in the United States of America as far as I'm aware. It might be in all of North America. Could be wrong on that one. But yeah, so we're here just to get some sealant for the roof. That's going to be the easy part. The hard part, the challenge for today, is whether Ace Hardware will lend me a ladder or rent me a ladder, because I need to get up on the roof. Well, at least stand up around it, because it is just the edge seams, but that I want to redo. But I can't really do that with my step stool, and I can't really climb up on the van without a ladder, so we'll see what happens. If not, I'm going to look up some parks or something like that that might have a picnic table that I can kind of park right alongside, and if that works, then that works. But if not, yeah, that's going to be the challenge for the day. Yeah, Leadville, 10,152 feet tall in elevation, so that's pretty neat. I do like this town. This is a really cool town to walk around. They also have the Leadville 100. If you don't know what it is, look that up. I think you'll be pretty impressed. Some pretty good YouTube videos are out there on it about how difficult it is, whether you do the running portion or the mountain biking portion. I think there's also like a donkey run or something of that sort, which I think is pretty neat. But one of my favorite things here in Leadville, Colorado that I found out last year is Casa Sanchez 2. Fantastic restaurant, really good food, and mega portions for the price that you pay. It's astonishing. I love the old mining western town like looks out here in Colorado. I think that is really special, and I really enjoy those kinds of towns, like just the feel of them. And Leadville kind of checks all my boxes. So yeah, if you're in the area, do not pass up your opportunity coming to Leadville, Colorado. Alrighty, we made it to Ace Hardware, Bighorn Ace Hardware, if you're wondering. But they don't open for another 20 minutes, so we'll just kind of be chilling out till they open the front door. Yeah, so we're just redoing all these seams just to make sure we don't get any water leakage in the future. You're gonna kind of see exactly how brutal these things are. Not the prettiest job, but it is covered and smothered. So we shouldn't have a leak anymore. This should dry up fairly quick too. All right, we sealed up the roof as best we could. I bought 4 tubes of it in case we ever have another issue of any of the sealant cracking or separating. But as of right now, I think we're good. Now we just needed to let it sit for the next 24 hours. Good thing it's not supposed to rain. It's a beautiful bluebird day. I mean, this place is stunning today. Well, we're actually gonna be going right here. So I don't want to drive too much on it and cause too much vibration. So we're actually just going right down the street to a trailhead. I think it's called the Turquoise Lake trailhead. It's like 13 miles long. We're not gonna do all 13 miles, but you know, we'll check it out for probably 4 miles. See what it's all about. But yeah, I'm glad I got that done. I really hope that does the trick. I hope that's exactly where the leak is coming from. I mean, it looks exactly where it would be coming from. So I'm staying positive that that fixed it. But I guess we'll find out next time it rains. Beautiful. Sugarloaf Dam. This very much reminds me of the trail off Coulter Bay in the Tetons, but you kind of like walk around the lake. Very similar feeling. What a stunning day. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous place to be. This place is stunning. Little boat ramp over there. Pretty cool little place to rip a boat around. I even saw some fish jump when I walked down by the water earlier, so curious how good the fishing is. This would be cool to kind of take a mountain bike around too. Fun area. I mean, I really just can't get over looking over to my left and just these views are stunning. And it is like nice beach sand too. So if you're in the area and you want to go to the beach while you're in the mountains, I think this would probably be the place. I also feel like you guys have had the extent of my vocabulary for adjectives to describe places. Unreal, spectacular, stunning, beautiful, wow, incredible, gorgeous. I think that pretty much sums it up. It's cool. And I'm glad to experience all of it with you guys. Couple miles in, I think I'm gonna turn around, find a spot to just kick back, relax, and enjoy this view for a few more hours. Maybe I'll just stay here. It's beautiful. The breeze is nice, it's warm, it's sunny. We're just letting the sealant on the roof proof. Glad I got that done this morning. But yeah, what a day to be alive, you guys. So it is wildflower season starting here in Colorado. It's just impressive. It was beautiful. Look at the lupine. Such a pretty flower. So pretty. Yeah, I highly recommend this one if you guys are in the area, especially if you're not used to altitude. I think this one is pretty easy. Not much elevation change. Really nice trails, well maintained, and enough lookout points for a good excuse to stop and catch your breath in case you need one of those. You know, I've been to Leadville before, but I never got a sticker or patch, so I think that'd be kind of cool to kind of try to hunt one of those down if we can. And at the same time, we'll stop off for lunch at Casa Sanchez too. And these pretty sweet patches and stickers, they go into the collection. I'm gonna drop these off the van. And then we've got Casa Sanchez right in front of us. Sweet. we're full on some Mexican food. It was delicious. It lived up to the hype from last time. But we were told that there's kind of like an old abandoned mining area down the road here. So we're gonna go check it out. It's not technically public, so I'm just gonna drive through. I guess like you get yelled at if you go up towards the buildings, but I think you're fine if you drive through. That's what everybody was telling me. So that's what we're gonna do. I think it's like a 20-minute ride down some dirt roads, so let's go see what it has to offer. So Leadville became a booming mining town back in the, I believe it was the 1900s, the early 1900s, for silver. So there was a lot of silver mining up here, which is really cool to me. Let's see what it says. Historic mining district. No trespassing, camping, prospecting, or collecting of artifacts. All right. Doesn't say we can't drive up it. Oh, that was a bigger hole than I thought. What have you? I'm actually gonna film this on the phone because I can kind of zoom in with the phone, whereas I know the GoPro really isn't gonna be able to see anything. Yeah, look at this. Look how like yellow that gravel is. So iron stained. Some buildings up there. Tons of old historic mining structures. Some waste piles, which I assume are waste piles. Now I don't know if this big building was either the mill house or potentially a bunkhouse, but I'm going to assume it's probably a mill house. That's where they separated the ore. It was beautiful bluebird sky most of the day, but now we got some gnarly looking clouds coming in. And I can already hear the thunder. So hopefully our silicone is set long enough to prevent any leaks. And I suppose if we do get rained on, that'll be the ultimate test of whether we sealed the leak or not, or if it comes from somewhere else. There's a little structure that we passed on the way up. I really wanted to just take a look at. Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. A stunning view too with it. Well, we're getting plenty of rain, so we'll find out if that leak is fixed or not. We're really hoping it is. All my toes are crossed, my fingers are crossed, even my tongue's crossed. Well guys, we're back at the same campsite we were at last night. Still some pretty crazy storms coming through in the afternoons, some heavy rain. And that was the ultimate test for the leak. Still there. So we got the towel bag up here. But at least we catch it right at the culprit right there. Like, it has to have been coming down that seam, going into a hole towards the corner there. Because you can feel behind it and there's no moisture. It's right at that hole. But I can't get anything up in there to plug that hole either, so. Bit of a nuisance, but you know, I can be frustrated, but like I said, how can you with views like this? Just another task to figure out and square away. But yeah, it was fun checking out the pond. Met some guys over here, Caleb and Mason from Oklahoma. Had a couple brews with them and hung out with them, their dog Archie, so that was cool. But yeah guys, that's all I have for today. So thanks for joining me. I'm excited to bring you guys along on all my journeys and my headaches of this leak. But until next time, I'll see ya.